Hello, grade 10. How are you? I hope you all are fit and fine, staying at home. So, today we will discuss the next part of the chapter. Welcome to my lecture, grade 10, chapter 3, name How do organisms reproduce? So, let's start with reproduction in human being. First point that we have to discuss in the lecture is puberty. Human beings are the complex animals and hence there is a distinct phase in their life cycle which marks the onset and attainment of sexual maturity. This period is called puberty. It usually starts at around 10 to 11 years of age in girls and at around 12 to 13 years of age in boys. It usually ends at around 18 year of the age in girls and at around 19 year of the age in boys. Since the year during puberty and in the teens, hence this phase is also known as teenage and the individual known as teenagers. Change in the boys during puberty, the boys suddenly grow in the height dramatically. Voice become deep and the Adam's apple become prominent. Shoulders become broad and body become muscular. Facial hair begins to grow. Hairs also grow under the armpit and in the pelvic region or pubic region. Changing in the girl during puberty, the voice become thin, shoulders and hips become rounded, breasts get enlarged, hairs grow under the armpit and in the pubic region. Next, sexual dimorphism. The physical dissimilarity in the male and female of a species which gives them different appearance. That is called sexual dimorphism. So that you can differentiate between a boy or a girl. Next, secondary sexual character. Features which highlight sexual dimorphism, these are called secondary sexual character. Now, let's start with male reproductive system. The male reproductive system in human being is composed of the following part. So, let's start with testes. There is a pair of testes which lie in the skin pouch, and that pouch is called scrotum, that is bag-like appearance. Scrotum is suspended outside the body below the abdominal cavity, which help in maintaining the temperature of the testes below the body temperature, below the 2 degrees Celsius, of the body temperature. This is necessary for the optimum sperm production. Testes primarily serves the function of sperm production, and sperm are the male gamete. Apart from that, testes also produce testosterone. Testosterone is also called the male hormone, which is responsible for developing certain secondary sexual character in the boys. So testes play a very important role, and the male hormone which is known as testosterone. Next, vasa deferens. Vasa deferens is the tube which carry sperm to the seminal vesicles. Now, seminal vesicles. This is the place where sperms are stored. Secretions from the seminal vesicles and prostate gland that add up to make the semen. Now, last part is the penis. It is a muscular organ which serves the genitourinary function, and the urethra work as the common passage for urine as well as for the sperm. Now, female reproductive system. So, first part is the uterus. This is a pear-shaped hollow muscular organ And uterus, it is the place where the embryo get implanted and develop into a newborn baby. The wall of the uterus provides safety and nutrition to the growing fetus. Next is the fallopian tube. One fallopian tube comes out from each side at the top of uterus. In the fallopian tube and in finger-like structure that is called fimbriae, and fertilization happens in the fallopian tube. Okay, next is the ovary. There are two ovaries, one near each fallopian tube. Ovary produces the egg or the female gametes. The eggs are produced by the ovary when the female child is still in the womb. One egg matures in each ovulation cycle and is released from the ovary. The egg is caught by the fimbriae and transferred to the fallopian tube. Okay. Next is the vagina. The cervix, that is the mouth of the uterus, opens into the vagina. Vagina is a muscular tube-like organ which serve as the passage for sperm and also as the canal during the childbirth. So this is the female reproductive system and this is the male reproductive systems. Okay, now reproductive health. Human beings are different than other animals. Why? Because they have the power of thinking. They have to obey certain moral values and need to behave sensibly in most of the aspect of life. Beginning of the puberty does not mean that a person is physiologically ready for the process of reproduction. For a human being, reproduction involves more than just producing an offspring. As any act of the sex has the potential of fertilization, so taking care of the contractions becomes important. Moreover, the act of the sex also has the potential of creating many sexually transmitted diseases, that is STDs. Example of the STDs are gonorrhea, herpes, syphilis, AIDS, hepatitis B. Okay. AIDS and hepatitis B are incurable till date. Even the curable STDs are potentially dangerous, not only physically but also physiologically, psychologically also. Reproductive health involves preventing the chance of STDs and preventing unwanted children. Reproductive health means a couple should be able to enjoy the reproductive phase of its life without taking the burden of gigantic family. So with this slide your chapter has completed. If you have any doubt then you can ask me anytime. Okay, so in the next lecture we will start next chapter, chapter 4. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, be happy. Thank you.